Totally. You mentioned earlier that if you would, as an affiliate manager, give your affiliate a pay bump,
Mm.
but you would specifically ask to get more traffic from landing page A because that has the better quality. So the affiliate knows you're probably shaving some leads, then they will still not probably throw out the entire lender. They will still let it there for maybe 10 or 20%. So that's also kind
That,
of
that,
shaving. You still get 20% of the shitty traffic that you didn't want for the pay bump.
I mean, that's anyway something that is a thing that we see permanently as well. Even if let's say, for example, Masters in Cash Italy, not a good market for us. We don't want the traffic, but we accept it.
Okay.
We, no matter how bad we make the payout, we always get traffic there. Why? So there are so many companies and affiliates that are just sending you a little bit of their traffic just to monitor if there is something happening. So for example, what can happen? We improve our product a lot, and out of the sudden our conversion rate goes up by factor 4 or 5.
Mm.
It's things that I saw, for example, that the emails were not inboxing in this country. And then out of the sudden they are inboxing again because we are down from a list, or we didn't had complaints for a while or something like this. Or you have a few people that are entering the product and they become like super big spenders. And out of the sudden the entire margin from the product goes down, and you say like, hey, we want more traffic there. So if you get traffic from these smart link networks or from these affiliates, even
Mm.
when it's a little bit that they are sending, like you said now with, hey, they still send to the worst landing pages. They do that to monitor the market, to monitor the performance of you, and to be the first ones that be informed when it's about scaling. A case from my daily life, for example, Hungary. Hungary was one of our best markets, and then it was too saturated, and other players come on the market with gigantic rates, so we could not really compete with that. So then we lowered our amount of leads that we are paying there. Others are taking market shares, and so on. So now that we redo products there and that we're not buying too many leads for half a year or a year, it became out of the sudden interesting. So what I did was with my team, we prepared a list of all the affiliates that were sending traffic in Hungary in the last few months. And then we looked at them and see like which one of them have potential. And then we reach out to them, and some of them have really small amounts, but over the time, the few months that we are looking at, it's still giving us an idea. And then we say to them, like, okay, what is at the moment the payout you get in Hungary? And they say for a certain amount, and this is 20% more that we currently pay to them. We said, like, okay, you know what? We give you the same amount. That should be then okay for you to send us more traffic. If the affiliate would have stopped sending Hungary to us as well,
Mm.
just because somewhere else it's like a little bit better, they would miss this opportunity that we are even reaching out to them as like an affiliate manager. And it's not that they are losing a fortune there. It's not that they were sending us thousands of leads per month there. We are speaking of something like maybe 50 leads a month. So the
Mhm.
difference is maybe like if I take for 3 months period, the difference that they maybe lost was maybe like 100 or 200 euros, depending on their deal they have with the others and with us. But now out of the sudden they get more from us. We give them higher caps. Our stuff is improved, so they have also higher conversion rate. So sending always a little bit of traffic to a program or a network, even if it's not making the absolute winning offer, is making sense. And that's why review sites are so successful.
Okay.
Review sites will always have listed beside the top offer a few others.
Mm.
And once one of these lower ranked offers is picking up, that can be automatically because the conversion rate goes up. So there's maybe not even a communication, or people start to buy, they qualify for a bump, but so or so they make more. That's why review sites are so cool.
That's an interesting strategy as well, but it requires also the affiliates to not only look at the day-to-day of his campaign, but more on a strategic angle.
It is strategic, and you have to, of course, see what kind of affiliate that is. If you have like a guy that is doing like media buying or so, that's for like an offer direct with like banners or native or push, it's maybe not even worth to put this effort. Then it's maybe not the right strategy for this type of guy, but somebody that has access to quite some traffic and can send a small amount somewhere else, review sites, smart links, mailers that are maybe making a certain rule there. That's a strategy definitely that makes sense. Of course, there must be some hope into the product. If our Hungarian offer is making only 5% of what the others do, you know that there will nothing change so fast. But let's say if we are like 30% off than the others, it's worth it to send something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Especially since you guys are always constantly working on improving the creatives as well.
the creatives, the products,
Yeah.
the interesting part in
Conversion rates on the
getting,
back end and
yeah,
stuff.
that is the most important thing. You install new payment methods, you optimize
Ah,
the payment page, all this kind of things. And this is with every product like this. If you have, for example, a COD company, I work a lot with COD companies with Afpal and Afjobs. These guys are not only optimizing the funnels, they are also optimizing a lot the call centers. They are optimizing a lot the acceptance rate when the stuff is shipped and so on. So they have even other layers to consider. So yeah.
yeah.